Hello guys, welcome again. So, well, I hope you had a very nice weekend. So let's start with Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin is still in sideways between the ME55 and ME100. I'm still bullish. Only a few days. Only a few days. Technically speaking, we got the buy signal here last week, September 1st. You can see here, and now we have this bounce. Well, the signal was fired around $108,800, and now it's around 110,800. As you can see here, the resolution is very simple. Any close below the MA100, below 110, I can say, you will see a massive leg down all the way down to maybe 100k. Yeah, kind of 105, the first target, and after that, a potential continuation to the downside. But in the opposite, in the other scenario, any close about 115k, you will see another leg up to 118. So we have this classic where what we can do, right? Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. This is the classic problems of many YouTubers, right? They tell you these kind of things, and well, now always I will be right, because it doesn't matter the direction of the market. I told you two potential scenarios, right? But in this channel, we don't do that, right? Always we are gonna use one row. And formally speaking, technically speaking, actually, it's still to the upside. Of course, I'm gonna change my technical analysis only if maybe in the next 3 days, Bitcoin just hit the zero line here, and Bitcoin is just lazy without moving. You see this in maybe a few days, and of course, eventually another sell signal. I will be more than happy to open a short position looking for here, around here, and I will just short to zero. Yeah, but right now, still today, Bitcoin is still bullish as long as we have this signal. One thing is very important: the volatility is very low. It's contracting here in 1-day chart, so get ready because the next major move for Bitcoin is coming. Okay. So as you can see here, every time when the volatility is very low is when we start looking for moves. In this case, it's to the upside, at least for a few days. Maybe in 2-3 days it could be different. Now, if we go to 4-hour chart, yeah, I actually in long position right now. I am in long position. My position is around actually this area, $10,000, $110,000, 700 is my area. Why? Because, well, formally speaking, we have a buy signal here in 4-hour chart, and also the ADX is negative, so that's why this move is not very strong. One thing here is a warning here is like now the ME55 here is actually closing. Maybe in the next candle is gonna close below the ME55, but as long as it's about the zero line here, the volume is still, well, positive, right? So that's why I am just waiting. Yeah, I am not scared about this move because I don't care, honestly. This is just about risk management, right? I am in long position exactly here, looking for usually in 4-hour chart. I like to use 1% risk because it's just short term, looking for always a risk and reward ratio around 2. So in this case, around 13k, something like this. I am looking for in 4-hour chart. Now, this is only today, okay? Only today. This DA for 4-hour chart is only today. But because if we go to 12-hour chart, I have some bad news for you. I have bad news for you because let me show you here. According to this, well, the time is almost over. That's why I am bullish only in the short term here. Only in the short term, because only 2-3 days. If you see Bitcoin in sideways within this area, maybe 2-3 days, we will see another leg down around 107, potentially 105k, and continuation. If we see this leg down, officially Bitcoin is gonna be in downtrend. Yeah, this is the last hope. Last hope for Bitcoin this week. Last hope for altcoins, because if Bitcoin crash, I don't care your altcoin season. It's just everything is gonna crash. So that's why it's extremely important for you are very bullish in altcoins to see Bitcoin in sideways and very healthy. Okay, it's extremely important to see it. Okay, so now let's continue with Bitcoin dominance and USD dominance because it's very, very important. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see here, let me show you in 1-day chart. Yep. Well, looks like it's getting ready for another drop. Let me see here in weekly chart where are we right now. I am bullish here. Maybe in short term, maybe this week we a pullback all the way down to maybe 57%, but I am very bullish here. I am very bullish, looking for continuation to the upside. So sideways here and looking for continuation. Yeah, that's all. I mean, I don't see. Of course, in the monthly, I have very strong evidence. Potentially, we could see an all season. But the problem here is that Bitcoin is about, well, we have a very strong variance. We have strong reasons, at least in my case, I have very strong reasons to think Bitcoin could just crash this year. So that's why I am not very, very, very like excited about altcoins. As I said before, of course, this is just my opinion. Only I buy altcoins as investor, and when actually the altcoin I want to buy already crashed 70-80%. We don't have this case. We didn't have this case since 2023, 2022. So that's why I am very patient. I don't care if I have to. I will just wait for the right moment. Now, let me show you here in USD dominance, because USD dominance actually is very, very, very important. As you can see here, we will see potentially a buy signal in next month. As long as USD dominance is holding the strongest support of this chart, this is the strongest support. Even if we see a pullback, a leg down to 3.50, you see this level tested, you will see a very strong bounce, very, very strong bounce. So what I'm trying to say is the next move of Bitcoin, if we see this move to the upside, actually there is a very high chance to fake out. So that's why it's actually very, very important to be careful here. If you, as investor, right, like, oh yeah, don't to enter in FOMO, because it's gonna be very dangerous for your wallet if you do that, right? So as you can see here, I am very bullish here. Yeah, looking for this potential buy signal here. I will be very happy. Actually, I'm gonna be very happy if we see 3.50, because if we see 3.50%, we could see bullish divergence actually monthly, and oh my god, it's gonna be nasty for all the crypto space. But let me show you here the weekly chart. Weekly chart right now here, we have official buy signal here a couple of weeks ago. I am bullish here, and as you can see here, volume is testing resistance right now. Looks like volatility is super low. So this chart is getting ready for a actually a very interesting move, in this case to the upside. So there is a very high chance, based on probabilities and timing. Timing is very important. Well, maybe Bitcoin will not see. We will not see. We could see. Sorry, it could be very difficult to see right now Bitcoin pumping to 118K. I don't think so, man. I think we have just a couple days, only a couple days. If you don't see this chart, this level tested, we have to see a bounce. That's my point. We want to see a bounce in the next 2-3 days maximum. If we don't see this bounce, it's gonna be extremely difficult for Bitcoin to keep pumping. So that's why you're bullish here. Just careful, be careful here, because in the short term, yeah, sure. I am in long position, as I said before. I am in long position right now, looking for 113K, but after that, I will be more than happy to open shorts when I see the signal. Technically speaking, in 12-hour chart, we have the signal. Usually, I take this signal as continuation, especially with the volatility is very low. Usually, I take this signal as continuation, because we have the volume. So that's why. But well, in my case, I am just trading short term, only today to the upside. Only today to the upside. Now let's continue with Ethereum. What could happen if actually Bitcoin crash all the way down to $105,000? Well, you see, even with that, Ethereum, for example, is still bullish. It's still bullish. I like it. The maximum pain for Ethereum is 4,000. Of course, from 4,000, I'm looking for a bounce. And actually, it's doing very well. As you can see here, we have the conditions. Potential buy signal forming here. Volatility is super low here. Super low. looking for a potential breakout, potentially yes, looking for a potential maybe $5,000, kind of, yeah, as long as Bitcoin is in sideways. As long as Bitcoin is in sideways, everything should be fine. Yep. You don't want to see Bitcoin just crashing. Not yet, at least. I would like. I want to be Bitcoin just in sideways, just like this, without moving. And yes, you will see your favorite altcoin pumping. But be careful here, okay? Okay, now let's continue with the next one. The next one is Solana. Solana, as you can see here, the trend is your friend until the end, and Solana is actually pumped. Well, it's still in resistance. It's in resistance around 200. But if we see for our chart, buy signal was here around 200, 207. Well, the target should be around 210, around there, no more than that. And actually, this is the start. In my case, right, this is the right timing to start looking for taking profits around here. Now, if we check, for example, Cardano is doing the same thing, right? No volume. I mean, this coin, I don't know, man. Like, I don't like this chart. This chart is not, it's not my favorite. Okay, now let's continue with BNB. BNB actually is moving actually. It's actually, well, it is very good. As a trader, it's actually something I like it. I was checking BNB. We have these bullish variance here from 848 to the top of the resistance. Here, short term is the area to start taking profits here. And if we check more, for example, Link is doing nothing here. It's actually very well. I like this chart. I mean, cryptos, altcoins, they are looking very nice and looks like they are getting ready for a bounce. Yep, yep. So I'm hoping to see Bitcoin just in sideways for a while, because it will be nice if we see this move to the upside. For example, for first time in long time, I am actually considering taking some long positions in Ethereum. Last time when I trade in futures, Ethereum was in 2000 maybe 19, I think. Since then, I don't do that because, well, I don't like the volatility of altcoins, and I explain that a lot. Maybe if you want to know my reasons, and I can explain that to you again in the future. Okay, now let's talk about something more interesting. This time in this lecture, I want to talk about something very interesting. I want to talk about the yen. I don't know, I don't follow news, but it was a big news in Japan. Like, the Prime Minister of Japan resigned. Well, stepped down from this position. Technically, we don't have Prime Minister anymore. Of course, the economy sucks, right? Economy in this country sucks. Yeah, like, seriously, everything is very bad here. And well, but I want to see the charts, right? The chart. I want to see what is going on. If we check the monthly, this is bullish, man. This is bullish. I am very bullish here. Very sad news, but I am very bullish here. Looking for 160 and potential breakout potentially this year and next year. Yeah. Volatility. This move to the downside. There is no, like, I mean, this move to the downside is not significant. As long as about the 140, I am bullish here. I am very bullish here, looking for a buy signal in the monthly here. Buy signal monthly. And this is gonna be terrible because, of course, if we see the last buy signal here, what happened with the yen? The yen got just destroyed. Of course, looking for 160, and you see the bigger picture here, in the higher time frames, 3 months period, for example. Of course, you can say we have a better variance here in momentum, but the volume is amazing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I have to say it. It's very sad. It's very sad because we will have a golden cross. I don't follow golden cross and death cross. Don't get me wrong. But the turn is your friend, and the turn is forming to the upside. In this case, this is actually bullish. I am looking for a breakout. Breaking 160, you will see a massive pump all the way to 220, 240 in the following maybe 3 years. So we have to get ready because, as I said before, it's not a joke. I'm hoping to say it's a joke, but no, it is not. I am very, very bearish. I am super bearish in the yen. And I don't know, we could be here the next Venezuela, right, or Argentina, right, of Asia. It's very sad because Japan is actually is a very nice country. I love this country, but the economy sucks here. So yeah, I am very bullish here. I am very bullish here. Looking for a major crash of the Japanese yen. Beautiful volatility contraction. Volatility volume is very healthy. The MA and BSA OBB is very healthy here. I don't see a strong any signals like reversal. I don't think so. Weekly chart. Let me see. Weekly chart. We will see a potential sell signal here, but I don't think so. I think that is not gonna happen. Volatility is super low. This is getting ready for a breakout. So target 160, potential breakout continuation to 220. Yeah, potentially to 2026. You will see potential in the news. Japan, yeah, basically, yeah, definitely. As you can see here, we have the last resistance is this area. Breaking that resistance, well, the major resistance is 150. The last resistance is 160, and from there, there is nothing. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. And the next block of confluence, as I said before, is 220, 250. So around 45%. 45% in total is going to be from the lows of 106 in 2021 to this one is going to be 100% crash. Hopefully, if we see 100% crash, finally people of this country can do something because, you know, I mean, it's very hard. I mean, you can watch some videos about Japanese culture, but people here are very passive. Mhm. They are very, very passive. Is the only thing I can say about it. That's all. Okay, so now let's continue with the Australian dollar. Let me show you here. The Australian dollar is in the lows here. We have in the monthly here, potentially bullish variance forming here. So a strong bounce, potentially yes. 0.60 is going to be the target around here. And also we have here weekly chart. Yep, bullish variance here. Yep, 0.60 in the following months. The Mexican peso. Let me show you here. Mexican peso. We have a buy signal here. Looking for. I'm sorry. Is this one here? We have a buy signal here. Looking for 19. Breaking 19. You will see a spike all the way up to 20. 20. The monthly here. The monthly is very good. I can say it. It's testing support again, right? This is testing support. And if this month in September we see another close above here, I will be very bullish, looking for another test to 20 and potentially 21, 22. Potentially, yes. Let me see the higher time frames. Maybe 3 months. I'm bullish here. Still bullish. I am still bullish. Yep. Yep. The strongest support is this one. Breaking 19, of course, positive side is going to be 17. But if we break, if this currency breaks 17, well, the next rank is going to be 14, but the odds are very low. Very low. Actually, I'm looking for a potential continuation to the upside in the long term. Let me see 6 months. 6 months. Yeah, we will see a buy signal here. Buy signal here. Potentially, yeah. I think there is a high chance to see the Mexican peso crashing in the long term. Now let's continue with crypto. Oh no, the stock market. Let's talk about the stock market because today is Monday. Today is the time to start to check the stock market. Let's see the SP 500 volume is impressive in the 6 months. Wow, beautiful. Why is not crashing? 6 months. Oh my god. Okay, now let's see, for example, the monthly here. Monthly we have a better variance here, but it's actually the better variance here from this point and this point already happened. Is pullback, a continuation. Let's see the one-day chart. Please don't short the stock market. No. Just buy the pullback. That's all. Is the only thing we have to do here. Yep. Yeah. Of course. Just wait for the pullback. If we see a 6,000 test, 6,000 level test, level tested, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Let's continue with Tesla. Tesla is getting ready for a bounce. Yep. It's getting ready for a bounce, as you can see here. Breakout 440, potentially yes. Unity. Unity, I am very sad because I couldn't buy this one. Wonderful, wonderful chart. You see, when I saw this one with the bullets that brings in the monthly, now is 125%. You see, 125%. Oh my god. My god. And this is gonna break out. You will see a massive pump all the way up to 100. I am very bullish here. I am very, very bullish. It's very sad I couldn't buy this thing because, well, in my not available. I cannot buy it here. No problem. Always there is a new opportunity, right? Always. Let's continue. Let's continue with this one. I don't know what is this, but someone asked me to check this. It's just a bounce to keep falling in weekly chart, but if we check the monthly we have a buy signal here looking for 2.60. Now let's continue with this one. I don't know how to say it. It's so difficult, but I'm looking for, yeah, 24. 24 is gonna be the area. No, Bebo, no. Stocks are garbage. They are not better than crypto. Please stop. Okay, they are not better than crypto. Crypto is the king. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know you are doing DCA of Unity for 1 year, but I can make 100% only in 1 month with Bitcoin. You see, that is the difference. You have to wait 1 year. I can just do that in 1 month. Difference. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, but reality check. Yeah, I'm very happy for you. 10% of the profits, please. Thank you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so let's talk about this one, United Health. Let's see. I said this long time ago it was a buy opportunity. I think so. Yep, definitely yep. Looking for a bounce, 250. Nokia, sideways. Yep, crash. Yep, no, sideways. There is nothing interesting here. I am bullish here. Adobe. Adobe is my baby right now. I'm looking for a major bounce. 550. I'm telling you right now, in 1 year. Okay, let's see in 1 year. 1 year, but this is my target. Here, 150. Yeah, 10% profits, please. 10% of the profits. Thank you. Oh my god, my monthly fee is gonna be more expensive, you know. I think honestly my Patreon is very cheap, you know, because I know some of you are making a lot of money with my calls, but I am a financial advisor, right? So, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, bullets are breaking here in monthly, in weekly chart. It's not very strong. It's not. I mean, you can say maybe it's not a bullets are breaking. No, it is. Just a little bit. Double bottom. Yeah. Looking for 420. Yep. Yep. But the monthly is the key here. Monthly is beautiful. I love this. Looking for 550 long term. EMD. Finally, as you can see, pullback here. We have, let me guess, a weekly sell signal. Yeah, definitely here. This is a pullback for continuation. Okay, bounce, pullback, wait for maybe 1 more or 2, and continuation. Looking for around 200, 210. Let's continue with Google. Oh wow. Okay, breakout, new all-time high. Okay, let me see. Looks like my TA was wrong here. Yeah, continuation. Wow, beautiful breakout. Okay, my system is not perfect, right? If I trade this in, well, first of all, don't short the market, right? Don't short. Beautiful bounce here, continuation to the upside, volatility contraction here is super healthy. Monthly, beautiful. Weekly chart. Let me see here, weekly chart. Well, volume is broke the previous high here. 1 day chart. We have a gap here. Well, just wait for the pullback and no shorts, only just continuation. Netflix. Let's continue with Netflix. Weekly chart here is doing very well. I think we have to wait a little bit more time. Continuation to the upside, definitely. Yep. Wait for a formal. In this case, I will let just to wait for a formal buy signal here. I don't like when curve is doing this. I don't like it. I don't trade these kind of things. Nike still looking for in consolidation. Honestly, I think Nike is still a good buy in the long term. Between 70 to 60, I think is the area to buy in the monthly. You see this area, we have a bullish divergence here. Yep, as long as above 50, 60, this is accumulation, my friend. Because if I show you here higher time frames by monthly here, it's actually looking very nice. It's getting ready for a bounce. I mean, a big buy opportunity. If we see higher time frames, even better. Yeah, you see this one is super good. This is big buy opportunity at least for me. Yeah, 70, looking for in the following years. Nvidia, let me see here, weekly chart, pullback. This is the pullback you were waiting for. Yeah, and wait for 140, 140, 105. That is area like actually that is a time to buy. If we go to the monthly here, monthly we have, yeah, it's doing very well, very well. Weekly chart is, yeah, is the buy opportunity here. Wait for 140, looking for new all-time high in the long term, of course. Oracle, let's continue with Oracle. ADX negative here, official sell signal here, looking for a pullback, 178, 179, around that area. Yeah, if we see that area, is going to be a buy opportunity. Yep, definitely. Yeah, let me see the higher time frames, because yeah, definitely ADX positive here since you looking for. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, this thing is bullish, bullish. Too late. Now it's too late. Volume is very healthy, but it's too late for a. There is no entry. That's okay. Let's talk about this one. What is this? General. I am bullish here, my friend. This is bullish. This is bullish. Bullish. This is just a bear trap. Yep, a bear trap. This is a bear trap. You will see a massive move to the side around 60. And I think that's all. That's all, Colgate. Okay, let me check. Let me check. L. L. I think it's this one. Okay. Let me see. Weekly chart, monthly. Okay. Bullish divergence in weekly chart. I am bullish. Of course, I am bullish here. Uh-huh. I am bullish here. I am bullish. Okay, I'm bullish. Okay, all in. All in. No financial advice, okay? No financial advice. Okay. The inflation is very bad, my friends. The inflation is very bad, so I'm gonna increase the rates on my Patreon. Yeah. Japan is gonna crash. It's gonna be Venezuela in following in 5 years. So sorry. Huh? Oh my god. I honestly, I'm worried about this country. You know, I'm living in Japan. I love this country, seriously. People here are very nice. But I'm having issues, you know. I'm having issues because the economy is not helping. Seriously. It sucks here. You know what is happening to me is like I see the moves because I am doing this for more than now 12 years, and I can see the moves. Yeah, I think someone asked me, so why you're living in Japan? Well, the economy sucks, but at least I don't have to be worried about crime and that kind of things, right? Right? I don't have to be worried about all the things we have in America, right? We don't have that. We don't have feminists, you know. I'm very happy about it. We don't have feminists here. I love it. I think that is the best thing for me. I think that's the reason. It's more about like how the comfortable is living in Japan. Like I am willing to sacrifice the idea like the economy is crashing, you know, it's crashing. It's a trade-off, right? It's a trade-off. Maybe you travel to America, you can make a lot of money potentially in America, but you don't have stability, right? You have to deal with many things, right? I traveled to America, I think maybe 6, 7 years ago, and honestly, I didn't like what I saw. Based on the comments of my friends, is not getting better, right? Okay, so well, let's continue with well, I finished with Bitcoin. One thing, I miss gold. Let me see gold because I want to see what is doing gold. Gold is very bullish. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm gonna. This is very concerning because gold. Look at this. The volume. Look at the volume. This thing is awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. You see? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The volume of gold. Yeah. Broke the previous high of 2013. You see? 2013. So the rule is very simple. When you see gold super bullish like this, is because the economy in the world, not just America, in the world, sucks. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be so bad. So I am not a financial advisor, but just remember this. Yeah, paper money is just paper money, right? Lands, investing, real estate, whatever is working in your country, do that. Yeah, don't just stay only with paper money. We have to invest. We have to invest because the economy is gonna be even worse. Okay, even worse. Uh, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your assets, stock market, crypto, real estate, whatever is working. It depends on the context of your country, right? Some countries is very cheap buying silver, for example, or gold, or taxes, or real estate. For example, real estate in Japan sucks. I don't know you know this, but real estate in Japan sucks. You cannot buy a land here. You buy a land in Japan is because you love the country. It's not because you want to make money. Because all the prices of the lands will crash over time. Is the opposite in America, right? You buy a land, people want to make a lot of money and these kind of things, and the land is gonna be the value is gonna be even higher over the time. But in Japan, it's opposite. Um, so you have to study your context and the country you are living, and try to diversify your assets. That is actually the best advice I can tell you, because someone asked me, "Hey, well, I am from this country. I am from this country. What I should do?" Well, it depends on the country, your context, right? But in general, right, the rule is you need to understand we are using paper money. What does that mean? It's just a paper. It's just paper. It's just paper, right? So we are with this promise, like, hey, believe me, I will keep everything stable, right? I will just keep printing money, because we have more money, more paper money. Of course, everything is gonna be more expensive, and it's not because everything is more expensive. It's because the value of the paper money in your country is less and less and less against the gold or another asset. So that's why gold, silver, real estate in general, they are the good. Also Bitcoin as well. Yep. But the point here is, like, you need to learn about investing. It's actually something like it's extremely important. But don't follow new, please. Seriously. Oh my god. Yeah. Learn a system. You can learn my system. You can learn another system. Whatever it works for you. But you need to build a system. You have to enter with a plan. You cannot just buy just because Donald Trump says something, whatever. Right? It's up to you, right? It's up to you. But well, and that's why we are here, right? Because we are taking this seriously, right? That's the thing. It's just remember, you can do whatever you want, right? And do whatever you want with your assets. But when you see gold like this, super bullish, breaking the previous high of 2013, this is not good, man. This is not good. Okay, you see the currencies in the world, most of them, they are just crashing. Yeah, most of them. Okay, so that's why there are a few exceptions, like the Mexican peso, for example, right? It's actually getting very strong. It was very strong since 2021. Yeah, but most of them, the yen, the Canadian, the Australian dollar, all of them, they are just crashing. And well, just we have to be careful. We have to be careful here, thinking the long term, because I don't know, man. Like in Japan, living in Japan is very comfortable. You know, actually, when you told me, I'm reading your comments right now. Um, buying a land in Japan, yeah. You can say like, yeah, let's buy something in Japan. It's very stable, comfortable. But the question is for how long? How long? Like Japanese people are living in a small bubble because you check how many of them they have a passport. Less than, I don't know, like 5%. Excuse me if I am wrong, but like they are not interested to learn English, and only just maybe 2% of the population speak English. They are just living. It's a big island, you know. They are just living in this kind of bubble. They don't know anything about the world. Yeah, and maybe it's good. Maybe that's why Japan is Japan. That's why it's very safe. That's why there is no crime, right? Because the values here, the manners are very, very, very good. Actually, for most of the people. Imagine I can let my phone in the Starbucks. For example, I go to Starbucks. I can just put my phone in the table. Yeah, like saying, "Hey, this is my table." I can use my iPhone or my tablet there, and I can go to buy my coffee and come back, and my tablet and my iPhone and my backpack is gonna be there. Yeah, that's the level. I starting to. Did you try it in your country? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I don't think so, right? That kind of things. So that's why it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off, right? It's a trade-off. That's why I'm here. Okay, so let's continue with more. 5 minutes more. Let's see. What is that? USD. Okay, let me see. I think it's a stock. uh, okay. Oh, okay. Hey, is it gonna be my first time, please? Please, no. And what I'm about to say is not personal, okay? Just in case, because some people they are very sensitive about their currencies, right? Oh my god. Oh man, wow. I don't know which one is worse, Argentina or this one. Oh man, shit. Oh shit. This is very bad, man. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I need to move this one to currencies. Let me check. Let me move this one to currencies. Yeah, but I mean, what I can say to you about this, turn your friend until the end, right? And this is to the upside. So this thing is gonna keep pumping. If you want to tell me, you want to tell me something in the very long term, just look at this. This is Shiba Inu. You see, this is Shiba Inu. Hmm. This is Shiba Inu. Yes, the economy in Japan sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, the yen crashed around 45% against dollar in only 2 years. Everything is way more expensive, double, like everything. Everything is crazy expensive right now. Thanks to like all many foreigners are coming here. Now the center of Tokyo is way more expensive right now. Yeah. This is. I'm sorry for saying this, my friend. I have people from India. They are very nice people. They are working here. But man, this just I just no comments. Just let me show you here. What do you think? This is terrible, terrible. I'm sorry. Hmm. Well, yeah, new all-time high. Continuation to the upside. Continuation to the upside. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah, man. Mostly all the stuff in Japan got way more expensive. Yeah. Mostly all the stuff here in Japan they got more expensive. Um. the yen is actually not very good, and well, the government is very very conservative, you know, very conservative, and it's very hard to. Can I say this? As a foreigner here, there are many rules. There are many rules in this country, and we don't have the freedom to do many things. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, if I remember when I came here in 2015, 10 years ago, I still remember like, for example, ramen was 500 yen. Now is 1,000 at least, double. 1,200, double. Yeah, more than double. You know, even water right now. For example, a bottle it was maybe uh, 70 yen, 70, and now it's 120. Yeah, but even with that, you can live quite good in Japan because I don't know, for some reason Japanese people don't complain. At least not like America. At least not like America. It's beautiful country. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful, but I don't know, man. Like the mindset of Japanese people, they are very different. They are more passive. They avoid conflicts. You know, from business perspective or financial perspective, they are the best because they don't complain. Yeah, they don't complain. That's why it's wonderful, right? You don't want your people to complain, right? The reason I have no idea. I mean, of course, I have a personal opinion, but this channel is not for that. That's why there are many channels about Japan. You can watch all of them. But I am living here, and I can tell you, yes, everything is getting more expensive. There is a sentiment against foreigners here because people from America, from Europe, they think they can do whatever they want. Sorry, man, but that's true. I saw it myself, and even I had to talk with them in the train because they are talking loudly, they are playing music, they are throwing garbage in the train. You know, they think they can do whatever they want. For some foreigner here, and because of them, all of us we get punished, right? So that's why I talk with them. I have the kind of encounters with them, these kind of problems, because Japanese people don't complain. They will not say that to you. That's why X Twitter is very famous between Japanese people because you can create a fake account, just they create a fake nickname and they complain about you, but never directly. Cultural thing. They avoid conflicts. But yeah, so let's see. Let's continue with the technical analysis. Bitcoin. A recap for Bitcoin. This is the last part of this live stream. Remember, please, I need your support. I don't like to ask too much, but I will continue. I will add in this. I will start requesting your support. Please share this channel, subscribe, and also if you want to support this channel, Patreon, and also Bluffing. If you are using the exchange or you want to support this channel, you can create a Bluffing account in my website, and you can just by trading you can actually you're supporting this channel. Also, you will get a discount with commissions and fees when you're trading. I mean, it's just gonna be cheaper. That's my point. Okay, guys. So in short term for Bitcoin, as you can see here, Bitcoin, we have the buy signal for our chart. I am in long position right now. I am in long position. Yeah, 10,750 is my position, looking for a potential bounce to 113. But only today, tomorrow. No more than that. No more than that. Simon, if you come to Japan, just let me know. Some people from the community, they came before, and if we have time, we can meet. Okay, talk. Would like to know more people from the community. One guy from Germany, another guy from Australia. They came here. Another guy from London also as well. Please just let me know. Send me a DM, and we can meet. Well, talking about Bitcoin, yeah, this trade is extremely easy, very easy. We have just two clear areas. Volatility is contracting here in one the chart, so I'm expecting a move, and this move, at least for today and tomorrow, is going to be to the upside. As long as Bitcoin is below 114, I am not super bullish. but looking for this bounce in 4-hour chart. Yeah, it's like 1%, 2% bounce. If you are bullish here, you want to see Bitcoin breaking 114. You see Bitcoin breaking 114, you will see a very strong bounce to 118. The odds are very low. They are very low. Okay, I have to be honest with you. Very low. Only today, tomorrow, maximum Wednesday, if you see Bitcoin is still below the MA100, MA55, sorry, 114, something like this, I will be more than happy to open shorts around this area. Okay. If I open shorts, of course, my technical analysis is going to change and I will start looking for 105 and eventually 90K, 93, 94. And officially Bitcoin will enter in a major downtrend in 1-day chart. Okay. So this is the last hope for Bitcoin. Let's see in a couple days. Okay. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Follow and subscribe. And well, thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow.